Ask any DC fan open enough to admit that they enjoyed the DCEU for what it is, and they'll tell you that arguably one of the worst things about the DC Films era was the PR, or lack thereof. We talked endlessly about how Scooper Madness would just float whatever rumor they wanted, and everybody would run with it. Oh, Wonder Woman is unwatchable, and this test screening was terrible, and this person's being cast, and that person's being cast, and Chris McKay's got a Nightwing movie, and yada yada yada. Just all manner of nonsense. All over the place. And nobody at DC Films or Warner Brothers even remotely cared about it. Nobody controlled that narrative at all, and all the scoopers ran rampant with bullshit. And now we've got DC Studios, and James Gunn is actually out there silencing a lot of the nonsense. And this is why Scooper Madness is either silent or freaking out, like Chattanooga FBI himself, Jeff Snyder. I mean, the idea that you would argue with Redditors because you're pissy that James Gunn has actually called you out for your lies. It's ridiculous, but you know what? This is all they have. This is why scoopers aren't actual journalists, because they're either, at best, spoilers, or at worst, outright liars. Nobody should ever listen to what they say. And now that a studio head is actually calling them out for their bullshit, they don't know how to handle it, or at least he doesn't know how to handle it. And you know what? He can declare war on James Gunn all he likes. The might of David Zaslav's lawyers will come down on him like flies to shit if he even thinks about doing anything. And I am no fan of David Zaslav, but that would be fun to see. Scooper Madness absolutely get crushed in court because they think they're bigger than the actual creators are. And they've always thought that. I mean, look when they told Kathy Yan and David Sandberg that they were wrong about details about their movies. And he didn't do that, but other scoopers did that. Scooper Madness is a scourge, and no one to pay attention to as far as fandoms are concerned. But hey, they got to learn the hard way, fine. They honestly should just keep their mouth shut, because James Gunn and DC Studios isn't playing that bullshit. And the party's over for them, gladly, for the rest of us.